came for a visit to see my high school and college friends Homer, Efren, and Marcos in September 2010. Efren was waiting for us when we picked him up in front of the San Fernando City Hall one early morning, just before the town market got busy. Homer was our designated driver on the day that we agreed to take a trip to Lucena and visit a couple of places. It's been many years since I was here, and it reminded me of my high school days. It now looked a bit different, but still crowded.
Gagawin daw nito, sabi ni Efren, 4th floor ba?
Today's destination is straight to Lucena by way of Manila. The streets of Manila were bombarded with billboards competing for our attentions. Giant and mini billboards on both sides of the expressway. This area was like a museum of billboards. We decided it was time for breakfast at a Western-style fast food restaurant. Some things have caught up. Back to the car. Tricycles slowed us down sometimes. And when the traffic gets heavy, we knew it's a new town.
Sikat ka nga South Star sila eh. Dito hanggang Bicol, hanggang South yan. Malaki yan. Itong Carlos hanggang Lucena lang yan. Lucena,
We passed several more towns before finally arriving at Homer's lodging place, one of his perks at work.
Yeah, may simbahan pa kami oh. Mike oh. Ganda ng simbahan, tingnan mo Mike.
It's a gated community for some workers and managers.
Ito ano, ito kami nakatira. Tingnan lang kami dito. Ayun nandito, mga manager yan. Baka muna kayo doon bago i-park.
We rested and chatted for a while about the good old days before walking out for picture taking. He had taken a couple of days to show us around and going on a tour of the power plant where Homer works as a supervisor. The catamaran is their main transport to the shortest way to the island. Unfortunately, we couldn't take any pictures once we were there. The next day, just as we had planned, we headed for Lucban to visit the popular pilgrimage site called Kamay Ni Hesus, translated, Hands of Jesus. The shrine's large statue of Jesus is an ideal destination for tourists and Catholic pilgrims. It's considered a holy place by many locals. We entered through the Garden of Eden gate. It's early in the morning, and the faithfuls were already lighting candles or taking pictures for souvenirs before the hike to the top of the hill. It's a good exercise on the way up with about 300 steps leading to the 50-foot statue, which was said to be the third biggest in the world. This might be a good place to pray, to win the lotto. One of us was already thinking about lunch when we first encountered the Last Supper sculpture. Another one was comparing this place with the rice terraces in Baguio as we walked the trails.
Malaking trabaho ito. Rice terraces.
The steep climb up was a bit tiring, just right before the crucifixion. Colorful landscapes covered the grounds and plenty of pictures to take. The life-size replicas of Jesus and the events in his life and other religious images. Down below was the church where a mass was happening at the time. Upon reaching the top, everybody rested. The statue stands with open arms and facing the awesome panoramic view of the community below. We learned that this project was started in 2002 and the center was opened in 2003. Construction materials to build the shrine were brought up manually.
Ang una po kasi sa construction is yung church muna. And then later on, yung pong Via Dolorosa, and then afterward.
Later on, the other structures came out. The Noah's Ark was being constructed as a retreat center. It wasn't too crowded at first, and then more people came in to visit, including a group of young students.
Yung broas, magkano?
150.
With our self-tour over, we explored the stores nearby to shop for some local delicacies and souvenirs.
At kung pag-uusapan lang naman ay ang pagkain o pasalubong dito sa Quezon, isa sa pinakasikat na putahe nila dito o pasalubong ay ang longganisang Lucban. Ayan.
For lunch, we feasted on local food at a popular palaisdaan floating restaurant at a nearby town.
Talagang rich sa yung Pilipinas sa tourism, no? Marami sa lahat ng tabay ka. Tama rin. Sa Pablo City yun.
Hindi, sa Pablo City na yun. Sa Pablo City, Laguna na yun.
As we headed back home, we passed the city of San Pablo in Laguna, where we made a few stops and haggled for local fruits.
Ang kasilabang ito. Sarili mga angkat.
Ay, sira. Paano kinakain ito?
Kami pinagdadala. Pero,
Ano ko?
ay kaya nga isang daan, walang panukle.
Sabi ko na yun, dinitak ko na yun.
Walang bariya, saro, tikman mo.
We checked out a few stalls off the road. In the end, each of us carried a bag. This has been an interesting trip and just another day in life adventure completed.